You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
How firm my friendship. Oh,
you know what time it is. Raw with them boys of the fall. You know what time it is. On the ground with a nose for the ball. You know what time it is. Blood, sweat, and them tears for this game. Leaving it all out on the field with no fear for you lames. And it's Buckeyes by a billion. We in the building with over 100,000. We represent from the uttermost to the public housing. If we don't play, our wide receivers got your secondary shook, so they cook them like Bobby Flay. Hey, stay out of my way and trust me, cause I know it's a wage. Somebody please give this brother an eye. Come on.
What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. I'm Devin. That's Mello. And we made it. But we barely made it by the skin of our teeth today, dude. I just got back from work literally 15 seconds ago. I'm soaked. It was raining outside, but I am here. That's how much I care about you guys in the chat. I don't want you guys to have to go without seeing me or Mello's face on a daily basis. I know how important it is to you guys. Mello, how's your day, man?
Man, it's good, man. I get to talk to Macho Man Randy Savage right here in the flesh. Looking swole over there in that shirt, bro.
Yeah, this is my this is when I go into people's homes to do estimates. This is what I wear.
Oh, so you intimidate them into buying your services.
I'm gonna be honest, man. When I first bought these, it was like 3 years ago. They fit great, but I do need to order some new ones. There's tight,
you can keep that. You know, I mean, the married men are not gonna leave you around their wives, though. Just as long as you understand that part.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. Well, hey, let's get to it, dude. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Share this on your X, your Instagram, your Facebook for us if you would. Get in that chat. If you are not, the super chats are open. We got about 30 or 40 minutes to talk some Buckeye football. We have some official visits coming this weekend. Not a lot. 3 to be exact that are confirmed. I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be some official visitors that we are not aware of. But yeah, man, let's dive right into it. We also got a little bit of news updates for you in the Buckeye world. But dude, our first official visitor who we put in a boys boom for a while ago, Favor Akey. He is the number 166 player in the nation, according to 247 Composite, the number 14 running back. He's new to football, man, new to the running back position, and he's coming in for an official visit. So I really like what Coach Locke's doing here with him and his recruitment. But, Melo, give us your breakdown of this recruitment of Favor Akey.
Man, I think it's not a matter of if, but more of a matter of when he's going to commit. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out and commit this weekend. I think they're still trying to wait to see what's going on with Savion Hyder and Derek Cooper, but I 100% expect Favor Akey to be in this class. So I don't think they will stop him or tell him to hold off on committing, because either way, whether you sign one or the other, Favor Akey is still going to be in this class. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a commitment, boom, this weekend or as early as Monday.
Yeah, so you look at our running back room right now. We got C.J. Donaldson and James Peoples. And C.J. Donaldson is the only one that's going to be leaving after this year out of eligibility. We'll still have James Peoples, Sam
Williams Dixon.
Yeah.
We'll have Bo Jackson. We'll still have Isaiah West. And I think that's
Turbo
Rogers. But he's more like a H-back type of deal.
So I think I'm alone and convinced that they would be okay only taking one running back this cycle. Absolutely. But I haven't heard too many people say that, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're shooting for the moon with Savion Hyder and Derek Cooper, which the Buckeyes still feel good about. Savion Hyder for sure. He just posted on X about, of course, Con 3 up to it again with Fong putting out there that Scum and Tennessee have the upper hand here in this recruitment, even after the visit. Well, Fong, you just got called out big time because the recruit himself responded with a crying, laughing face saying, how is this possible when I haven't done a single interview or talked to anybody? So,
Exactly.
there you go. You have that there. The Buckeyes feel really good. And Derek Cooper. Interesting with Favor Akey is Miami's after him as well. And I wanted to hit on something real fast.
Yeah.
I get kind of sick of all these other programs riding the recruiting coattail of Ohio State. Of, hey, man, Ohio State's going after the player. Let's go after that player. We got the two most famous in Miami and Oregon. Oregon did it today, too. Guess who they offered? Aaron Thomas, offensive tackle. It's like, come on, you guys. You're never going to get at our level if you keep trying to ride our coattails and do this. Become your own thing. Do your own thing. Get out of our way, man. But that's what they do. They're super annoying. Oregon's going to throw a crap ton of money at Aaron Thomas, so we'll see. And Miami is throwing a crap ton of money at Favor Akey, I'm sure. But I like our chances with Favor Akey. He may or may not. I've already kind of told the Buckeyes a little something a while back. But we'll find out. We'll find out when he wants to make it official. I would put him on commit watch for sure. Out of all the visitors, out of all three of them this weekend, I think he's on commit watch. Another one.
We were supposed to have a fourth visitor, but he ended up canceling going to Oregon.
Yeah, imagine that. You can never guess. Yeah, Jet Washington, the number 2 safety now in the nation somehow since Blaine Bradford committed to Ohio State. Right. They knocked him down to 7, put Jet Washington number 2. Freak athlete, 6'5". Didn't have a lot of momentum there for the Buckeyes, but of course Oregon swooped in and said, hey, if you cancel your Ohio State visit, we will pay you $20,000 to come to this visit. That's what they did. And he took it. So this is Oregon again coming in.
Is that what happened?
Trying to pay. No, I made that up, but I didn't want to say I made it up until you just asked that. Now I have
because I'm thinking, you remember what happened yesterday? We're not going to put it out there. I'm wondering if what happened, what we were facilitating yesterday had something to do with this whole process. And if it does, it will come out later. But you guys might be owing me and Dev some extra love out here.
This recruiting world it's wild. And sometimes you forget that these are just people, right? That are being recruited. And we had the privilege of, finding something out the other day. We'll see how it goes. We'll fill you in with the details once we find out how everything went. But so Jet Washington canceled and is going to Oregon now. But the other one, man, who is also, I'm going to be honest with you, in my opinion, not as high as Favor Akey on commit watch, but Drew Evers. Mm-hmm. He is, I got it all right here. He is the number 209th player nationally, the number 13th interior offensive lineman. He is 6'3.5", 285, out of Flower Mound, Texas. Actually, pretty close with the Pettijohn family as well. And I keep getting told that Ohio State is recruiting him as a center, but I haven't been able to confirm that yet because when I watch his film, I don't see only a center at all. But again, I don't know. I keep getting told he's being recruited as a center. Justin Fry and Ryan Day offered him way back when, I think, at an Ohio State camp. That relationship has continued. Tyler Bowen and him really hit it off in their communication. Got a lot of Buckeye smoke around Drew Evers, and we will see how that goes. He is the one that I put on the thumbnail for this show, and if you see, he is an athlete. He's pretty jacked. So what's your thoughts on Drew Evers, Mello?
Man, I think he's phenomenal, man. Great footwork. He's good in space. He looks excellent pulling. Now that you said he's close with the Pettijohns, we're going to have to hit up Duke here and be like, hey, we need you to close this deal, brother, because we need some more old linemen. And, I mean, he's just powerful, right? He gets off the ball pretty quick. He drives his feet well. He's great in run blocking. I can see why they're saying center, like in terms of his stature. He's pretty low already, so – I mean, center is the most important position on the O-line anyway, so it's actually kind of a nod to you if they consider you to be an elite center in the class?
Yeah, I am working on. I'm getting his highlights pulled up here for a second because I want everybody to take a look at him. I really like his
I already
film.
got him right now. That's what I was
Do
looking
you?
at. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. I
Yeah.
will get this thing pulled up here. Share. Here we go. Let's screen that thing and let's hit play.
Look at him getting out in space, man.
Yeah, so I would love to know the ins and outs of, why center for him. Like why not that he can't play center, but why would you like pigeonhole somebody into like one position on the offensive line when you have the skill set that I believe he has here. But anyway, we'll see. What you do is you get him in the room and you figure out and see where they go. But I just wanted to find out why everybody keeps saying he's being recruited as center, but could be true, but I've never been able to confirm that yet. But yeah, anything else on Drew Evers, Mello?
Nah, I'm hoping that we get him. I'm about to call Duke as soon as we get off the phone, off this.
Yeah. I've been talking to Duke about him from time to time. Tried to get him on a show a couple of times. It just never did happen. But so the third confirmed official visitor might be the one of the most important ones right now in this class at this exact time period. Definitely to Ohio State fans because he's a defensive lineman. Emanuel Ruffin, 6'4", 290 pounds, out of Alabama. He's the 117th player nationally, the number 19 defensive line. And this is a Larry Johnson late offer for sure. We definitely got late in the door here. But I guess it kind of shows you a lot that he's coming and taking an official visit. He must like Ohio State quite a bit there. Don't have a lot of intel there. It's Alabama, Ohio State, LSU, Tennessee's in there as well. So we'll just have to see what Ohio State has together for him.
He's a big body. He's stout. He can take on double teams. He can eat double teams to free up linebackers to fill holes and running lanes. But I think it's going to be extremely difficult pull out of the South in terms of Alabama, LSU in that area, especially when LSU will probably offer more NIL for him, So we'll see how it goes. Everybody wants to be coached by the GOAT, right? Coming off a natty, and you have to give Ohio State a chance. I mean, they just sent their entire D-line in the draft within the first 5 rounds. Nobody else is doing that.
Yeah, I know. It's you would think that definitely after that draft class that we had and looking at what our defensive line did last year, that this wouldn't be a thing on the defensive line this year. But, we've talked about Larry Johnson, his recruiting 100 times on this show. I'm not worried about it. I think that Ohio State will get it figured out and they got something up their sleeve. But, yeah, I mean, that's all for the official visitors this week. There's a big time camp going on right now at Ohio State. I've been watching those highlights all day long. Brady Edmonds, our 2027 quarterback commit, is there looking sharp as ever. And also the number 1 defensive lineman in the nation is camping at Ohio State right now. I forget his name. I had it pulled up, but I forget it. He's looking good as well. So we'll see.
Did you know Brady Edmonds has a little brother that's going to be a freshman that's 6'6", 215 pounds?
No, does he really?
Yeah. He's going to be a monster. I would think so. He's already a monster. Big kid, man. I think he's playing wide receiver, he said. But, I mean, that might change.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to get Emanuel Ruffin's
yeah. While you pull that up, I have a video I want to show. It's Braylon Clark. He's a 2028 out of Providence Day Christian School out in North Carolina, same school as David Sanders. Wide receiver just got offered. Share screen.
Yeah, I mean, smaller recruiting official visits for this weekend, but I don't know. It could be better. If you think about all the attention these 3 official visitors are going to get, man.
My bad. I do this again.
Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah, it's fun when you go to share a screen.
Yeah.
On here, for everybody that doesn't know, I have to sit here and create a different window for every one of them and play through all the ads and then hit pause so you guys don't have to watch the ads.
Yeah.
When we
See,
share.
I had it
So
already
there's a
pulled
lot
up.
of work behind.
When I tried to rewind it, it just already went to the.
Yeah, it'll make you play
screen.
the ads again. Yeah.
Is it showing right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's playing his highlights right now. Now, Who is this? You say again?
This is Braylon Clark. He just got offered today. Wide receiver, freshman, out of Providence Day Christian, same school as David Sanders.
2028.
Yep.
There's another 2028 wide receiver, plays for SFE, Eric McFarland, who the Buckeyes are probably going to get him as well, but he's pretty elite. But yeah, dude,
this kid,
that's a 20.
Watching what year is McFarland?
2028. Yep.
So watching this kid, I noticed he's very fast. He could definitely use some help with hardline in terms of just his crispness of his route running. He's rounding off a lot of his routes. So I expect him to shore that up. Also, if you look at his stance, watch, he's going to drop his knee. If he already started with his back knee a little bit dropped, he could just push off instead of having to get low like a little mini squat, and he could shoot out more quickly and get on top of that DB faster. So there's a lot of little things that Heartline will help him improve, but he has raw talent. Watch this back shoulder catch that he makes right here. One-handed, falling away. So, like, he has the talent. He has all the skill set that you would look for a possibility of being an elite wide receiver. He just obviously needs a little more polish and refinement, which is Heartline's specialty.
Yeah, he's at camp today, right?
Yeah. So he got offered today by Hart.
No.
We don't have to watch this whole thing. I just wanted to give people a little bit.
Yeah. Well, lo and behold, Ohio State in on another big time receiver. Imagine that, right?
That's just what they do, right?
Yeah. All righty, I'll get Emanuel's. Let's see if it just. Oh no, can't. You got to take that down before I can put Emanuel's up here.
Yep.
And we will watch him, and we'll see. Because if we want some momentum on the defensive line,
yeah,
here we go. Right? Emanuel, big old boy, 6'4", 290, but mellow. Yeah, you said it's going to be kind of harder to get him out. Golly, dude,
that was pretty crazy, bro. This is my first time watching this film. I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'm live reacting with everybody else.
Seems like he's got a pretty good get off, which Larry Johnson's pretty obsessed with. Let's see what he does here with it. All right, split the double team. Yeah, pretty good.
And I think he's up to over 300 right now. I think those are old weight stats.
Oh, he probably is. These are the players Ohio State needs in this class, man. Players like this. You know, I mean, you look at Deuce Gerald, you look at PJ Dean, they're not players like this. They're not this size. They're elite defensive linemen, but they're not that big nose tackle of stuff. They're not the Jameer Prezes. You know what I mean? And we need some of those bodies on this team right now. But they're hard to come by, man. They're hard to find. It's like, you know, these type of bodies are kind of like your offensive tackle bodies, you know, on the offensive line, a little bit harder to find, if you ask me. So we'll see, man. I would love to get a defensive lineman in this class. But let me tell you something right now. The official visits after this, definitely the June 20th one, they're big time. They are huge. Got a lot of visitors coming in, but.
Yeah. I mean, but you could just start seeing the class develop. I'm waiting to see as these guys commit. And if you look, a lot of these elite D tackles haven't been committing anywhere. So I know it seems like, oh, we're behind the 8 ball, but we're really not. Everybody is. The D tackles are taking their time. They're filling out everything and assorting and making their decisions. The dominoes are going to start rolling here, I believe, as soon as July hits.
Yeah, for sure. I think Deuce Gerald's coming in on June 20th. That's his last official visit. I think PJ Dean is coming. Did he schedule his yet? I can't
No,
visit
he
the
didn't.
same time. Yeah. So I'll get that pulled down. Colton Weaver is worried about Womack. There's a lot of Florida smoke there. I would not worry too much about Womack. In this recruiting, there's so many aspects to this recruiting thing, communication, details that need figured out, and all those things. You saw Womack's interview on this channel. The dude wants to be a Buckeye very, very bad. So we'll just see. We got we got Simeon Caldwell, Blaine Bradford in the room already, and there's just this day and age. There's so many aspects to recruiting to figure out. When you get that many big time players in one room, you really gotta dig in and figure out your numbers, figure out a whole lot of different things. But when it comes down to it, dude wants to be a Buckeye, man. Matt Guerrieri, Tim Walton, and this is the Caleb Downs effect, I do believe. And also Matt Patricia being there as a big time want for these guys to play. I'm personally not worried about Womack. We'll have more details on that for you coming up. We're going to try to get him on the show after his official visit. And we will share details accordingly as we get them. So, Mel, anything to add to that?
It's very simple. If Ohio State wants Braylon Womack, they're going to get Braylon Womack. It's really that simple.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Ohio State got a lot of momentum on the recruiting trail. I'm curious to see how these official visits work out, given that there's only 3 of them coming in, and how much attention,
right?
You know what I mean? This coaching staff, you can put a serious full court press on this. So let's go 3 for 3, man. Let's get 3 commitments this time. Hey, all 3 of these official visitors, they're elite football players, big-time football players, would be big-time gets for this class. I've watched all their film. We just watched 2 of them with you guys, Faber, Akey. We'll see, man, but I think there's going to be some dominoes starting to fall in the recruiting world coming up here in June, July. It's going to happen. You're going to start seeing some big-time players commit. This running back room is going to get figured out. Because that's a domino effect. Once these players start committing, they'll start fitting in their slots where they need to be. Same with defensive tackle. They got to commit somewhere. So it's going to happen, and I'm excited about where Ohio State's at. Just won the national title, man. Got Ross Burek doing his thing, Ryan Day doing his thing, everybody working in one accord. I mean, we are loaded on the nil front and can, compete there with most of them. But we still have that same structure that the Buckeyes have always carried, which I love. And what that structure does, just to put it point blank, is it weeds the recruits out that will not fit the culture at Ohio State. It weeds them out, man, right? Because Ohio State, here's just the truth, and people might not like this, but Ryan Day's and Ohio State program, their first and utmost priority is to create men that are going to succeed in this world. And they have a structure of nil payment that they give these high school players, right? Because these high school players have never played a down of college football ever. You've got to earn your things in this world. You've got to earn your money in this world. You've got to earn. Now, they have earned something. They have put a lot of work in. They've showed a lot of film on the high school film. And that deserves some type of nil payment for sure, right? And I think Ohio State creates this structure, and it keeps the whole team in one accord on, hey, man, we're not going to play an incoming freshman that's never played a snap of football more than we're paying a third-year player on this team. It's not going to happen. Now, the city of Columbus, you come here, Ohio State pays you a certain amount. The opportunity that you have to go out and make money in the city of Columbus, if you're doing your thing on the field, is probably just as much, if not more, than anybody, any other city, any other school in the nation. You know, you got Alabama stuck in the middle of nowhere. Mello could probably speak of that better. He went on a little tangent the other day and said it pretty good. So, Mello, what you got?
First, before we continue, I want to give a little guy a special shout out. His name is Braden, just turned 13 today. So if you could get some happy birthdays in the chat for our boy Braden, I hope you are enjoying the day. I love to see you in a Buckeye uniform one day. Just keep your head down, keep grinding, keep working, and you could be up here doing interviews with us as well.
Mello, would you like to sing him happy birthday live? You by yourself.
Let's go. You start.
No.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on. I got the perfect thing for this one.
I'm not singing happy birthday.
I'm going to sing it. I'm going to sing it.
What, just the first verse?
Yeah, I'm going to sing it.
Is this a Spanish happy birthday version? Oh.
No, Spanish happy birthday.
That was upbeat. It sucks, man. The chat can't sing.
That voice sounds so much
Happy
better.
Birthday, dear Braden.
Happy
There
birthday,
it is.
D. We appreciate you watching and tuning in. That's Vader's nephew, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Good
Vader's
stuff,
very
man.
important to this channel. He makes a lot of stuff happen behind the scenes. So anytime we can help out our brothers, we will. We'll shout out happy birthdays. If you guys ever have a birthday or something like that and you want us to do it, I'll make sure next time that Dev isn't rushing from work and his pipes are ready to go. Make sure he drinks some hot tea. But yes, in terms of NIL, Tuscaloosa is not messing with Columbus. You have to realize Tuscaloosa, the whole city, that whole town is just Alabama, the University of Alabama. There's literally nothing around it at all. Same thing with Athens. Now, Athens has a little bit more life than Tuscaloosa, but not much. And it's over an hour. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the city of Atlanta. And the city of Atlanta and Athens and UGA are not like connected or intertwined. So that's always worked in a favor. Now, Georgia Tech is someone to watch if they turn out around their program because they're right smack in the middle of Atlanta. They could get some good NIL out of there. But right now, they're not taking football too seriously. So in terms of the heavy hitters, we have to worry about, obviously, all the Texas schools, especially UT, which is in the city of Austin, which is similar to Columbus. So if you guys are in Columbus and you're looking at all the infrastructure around Columbus, that's the same thing as Texas. That's why it'll be super hard to pull Felix Ojo out of the state of Texas because they can match the same dollar that we match easily. Oregon has the Nike money, but Phil Knight doesn't feel like open up his checkbook. They have nothing. And they have a horrible geographical location. So, I mean, Ohio State is in a great position for recruits, and it's the winningest program and the most bulletproof program in all of college football history.
Yeah, man. The nil money these days. Listen, so being in the position that, you know, me and Mello are in now, we've had the opportunity to speak to several recruits, their parents. We've built relationships, and we've had some conversation, right, with some parents. I have, Mello has, and have been shared some details that we'll never share on here, any specifics. But those stories you hear about nil, it's wild, man. These recruits are treated like, I mean, like you ever go to a car auction?
Like a commodity.
Right? Yeah, and you're bidding for cars.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's treated like. But it's like not only are people bidding on the cars, but they're bidding on like the car owners. Like they're paying the owner of the car $500 so that they can accept that offer. It is wild, the things that are going on. And man, when those opportunities are presented to certain families, certain kids, I mean, in today's day and age and the economy and different things like that, man, bro, if you are not grounded in faith or with your character, if you are not grounded strong in that, in your beliefs on how you're going to raise your child or how you're going to live your life, those opportunities are tempting, extremely tempting, because there's something to be said about, parents that, when they go help their kid make the decision is not made on money. It's not. Like, imagine how strong you have to be to make that decision. And I believe that decision is made behind okay, how do I want my kid to be raised? I want him to have to go earn, right, because I don't know, man. I haven't put a lot of thought in how I would communicate how I exactly feel about it. Like, there's kids that go out and get that money. That's just a lot. I'm not sure how real world that is. Right.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a tough situation, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a perfect conversation to bring up tomorrow on Pop's Pod, which tune in 7:00 Eastern, Pop's Pod right here on Scoop. Get your knowledge up in terms of what's going on in the recruiting world. But yeah, that's something you should bring up with them tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. What it is it's fear of the lesson that's going to teach your kid, right? Like, what's this going to teach my kid to when I'm making a decision about where I'm going to spend the next 4 years of my life and play football and go to school? If you make that decision based off of money and you get this large amount of money, what type of lesson is that teaching your kid? What type of mentality is that going to teach your kid? And how is that going to form him into a man? Right?
Yep.
Let's say he loves Ohio State, loves the spirituality of it, loves the everything about it, but somebody offers him more money and he chooses that. It's like, man, how does that exactly affect a kid's character, right, when he's in the middle of trying to become a man? What kind of lesson is that going to teach him? You just don't know. And every single situation is different. There's no blanket statement you can make about it. You know what I mean, to do it. But either way, Ohio State pays their recruits very handsomely. A lot of money for 18, 19-year-old kids to get. And if Ohio State will pay you. But more than that, Ohio State will teach you how to be a man, give you a brotherhood, the best development. You're in a very safe place, and your academics will be on point. So when you add all that together, I guess you got to ask yourself, how much is the academics that Ohio State gives you, which is the best in the nation, over Harvard, the athletics and academics together, the type of brotherhood that's formed there, right? And what kind of things that's going to give you in your life, and the security that you have while you're at Ohio State, knowing that your son or you as the recruiter is surrounded by like-minded, good people that are about their business. How much is that worth to you?
Yeah.
Right. That's the question. How much are those worth to you? If Ohio State's offering you $200,000, but another team's offering you $500,000, is that brotherhood, that security, and those academics, is that worth $300,000 to you?
What about that development?
Yeah, the development, is it worth $300,000 to you in that example? Tough question. And I know what I would say now. I would pick, if somehow I got recruited now, I'm picking that development, that brotherhood, that academic, and that security. That's just what I'm picking, right? Because $200,000 is a lot of money. I'll be Gucci. I'm good. I can live off $200,000 a year. So, but yeah. All righty. Well, chat, we appreciate you. We tried to do the best we could today. It was a quick show. I got held up at work a little bit, but gave you guys some information on the official visitors coming in. Only 3 of them. So let's keep our eyes and ears open for maybe a commitment this upcoming week. And as Mello said, stay tuned for Pop's Pod tomorrow at 7. We have 2 big-time guests coming on, so it's going to be a great show. A couple trainers coming on. So, Mello, any final thoughts?
No, just tune in for Scoop tonight. It's going to be a good one, people.
all tonight, like right after this.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to talk about. Oh, yeah. I love it. Trial Eve. Love it.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. On that note, go Buckeyes. OH.
IO.